I'm Joel Warners, and I'm excited to welcome you to the Faucets and Fixtures home series. We're in beautiful Fairbanks Ranch in Rancho Santa Fe, California. Welcome to this one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Okay, so I'm 6'1", 6'2", and I'm just tiny in this doorway. This thing's gotta be 11, 12 feet tall, solid piece of glass. If you wanna make a statement when you're entering a home, a luxury home to that, this is it. The chandelier is absolutely spectacular with all these individual bulbs. And then as we enter, when you're talking about a great room, this is like a hotel lobby. It's absolutely unbelievable. The stone floors, beautiful. And then look at the fireplace that reaches all the way up to the ceiling. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess these ceilings are 18 to 20 feet. Solid stone behind, and then this Arabescato honed marble. It's just unbelievable. Leading you out into these amazing views. And then as we wrap the corner, when you're talking about a kitchen to entertain, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could have 100 of my closest friends in here. It is just unbelievable, this space. Let's go inside the kitchen, see some of the hidden appliances and hidden gems that this kitchen provides. It's really as good as it gets. So this is just insane. Look at these humongous slabs of the Arabescato honed marble that was on the fireplace. This island, I'm gonna guess, is 12 feet long. You've got another island that's probably 12 feet by maybe 6 feet across. You could entertain, I don't even have enough friends to entertain here, but if I did, they'd be really, really happy. Unbelievable entertaining space, and everything in this house, it's a contemporary home, but there's just touches of the traditional that harken back to a lot of the properties here in Fairbanks Ranch. So you have a little bit of the detail on the cabinetry. Everything is this full inset cabinetry, finished, it's just striking. You have the under counter lighting with the slabs and the backsplash, but kind of getting into some of the appliances. We've got a beverage refrigerator for those extra beverages. This home is brand new, so they're still accessorizing. Obviously, you're gonna have more things here. We don't have drinks in the refrigerators and things on the counters, but you get a feel for just how grand the space is. So big, you have to have two 36-inch column refrigerators and freezers, all by Sub-Zero, the best of the best when it comes to refrigeration. So you have your fridge freezer combo, your beverage center. As we walk around the centerpiece of the kitchen, as in a lot of kitchens, you have a 60-inch Wolf range, the classic red knobs, touch and open to allow for your digital control for timer and some of your on-offs. Everything in here is Waterstone, which we've highlighted on other homes because it's just the best of the best. Handmade product in Temecula. They've gone with a little bit of a knurled industrial look for the pot filler. Again, these beautiful slabs on the wall. You can see the built-in ventilation into the soffit that they've built above. So again, it all just fits perfectly into the kitchen cabinetry. I think another thing to point out is a lot of the hardware in this kitchen, you see kind of more of the satin bronze or the champagne bronze, where you have the nickel on the pot filler and on all the faucets. And I think it just, again, speaks to the fact that you can have versatility. You don't have to have everything look the same. You've got more of that bronze on these beautiful pendants that are hanging down. And all of that kind of comes into this center island, and we focus on the Galley sink. For sure, the sink that we love to sell clients, it's one of our absolute favorites because it's a true workstation and the centerpiece of a kitchen. If you have your friends here, you have areas where you can be prepping food, different levels of cutting boards where you're prepping, two different fixtures so you can have two different people working at the same time. So this kitchen may or may not ever be used. The homeowner kind of pointed out to us that he's got a dirty kitchen for most of the entertaining, but this has everything you could ever imagine. From the Galley sink, the Wolf range, the huge refrigeration, to have the party or event of your dreams. I don't think you could ask for anything else in a kitchen. We talked about the dirty kitchen. Follow me this way. I mean, when you have a kitchen of that scale and that beauty, you don't want to actually get it dirty, so nobody uses that kitchen. It's just for show. This is where all the magic really happens back here. We have Sub-Zero wine refrigerator, so that you can have your finest selection for all your friends and family. Wolf microwave integrated into all the cabinetry. And then on this side, you got your Miele coffee maker, which is a must in every kitchen. Little things to point out in here that I think really make something, bring it to the next level. All the under-counter lighting that kind of accents the slabs, but even if you look to the floor, there's all the LED under-counter lighting on the cabinetry, and it just really brings a space to a much more elevated level. So even in the dirty kitchen, these details continue, and as we go around the corner, there's even more. So coming into the other half of the dirty kitchen, we've got the heavy-duty Wolf wall ovens for all your cooking needs, and then a commercial Sub-Zero 48-inch with the glass front. This thing is awesome. We have one of these going into the new Fountain Valley, Costa Mesa appliance store. So check it out. It's gonna be one of the centerpieces. It's just almost a piece of art. You gotta keep everything in the fridge nice and neat because of the glass, but it really makes a statement. On this side, again, another Wolf, not a range this time, but a cooktop. They've got the griddle, they've got the burners, pot filler again, so that you can be filling all your pots and pans, not having to lift things back and forth. Everything you need to make your smash burgers and prepare a full gourmet meal. And then as we go over here, another Galley sink. This one, a 6-foot Galley. The nice thing about Galley is everything can be customized, and they have a lot of different options. So this, you have the huge workspace. It has all the accessories as well to give you your workstation, but this also has the built-in drying rack. So for a dirty kitchen where there's gonna be a lot of prep, a lot of cleaning for parties and events, it's great. Even a little Galley storage area for all your sponges, soap, everything that you would need. I mean, who doesn't want a dirty kitchen so that they don't get their real kitchen dirty? Genius. So from the dirty kitchen, we're moving to the outdoor kitchen. One of the things people ask a lot is, how do you get a 10, 12,000 square foot house? That seems too much. How do you fill up a space? But when you look at this house, everything is about scale. And we're gonna look at the outdoor area. It's no different than the inside. We have an outdoor kitchen, and it's truly an outdoor kitchen. You can prepare just about any meal that you'd want. We have a 48-inch full DCS barbecue. DCS is a brand that we love and support. They make incredible stuff. Then they also have 24-inch side burner. I mean, of course you need that. Another Galley sink, another 4-footer. Duh. Like, why wouldn't you have that? And then the ultimate for outdoor, you got the Godsney pizza oven. There's a lot of different brands that we sell, but Godsney is tried and true. And again, it's a great way to entertain friends. So you got your barbecue side burner sink, and then as we walk around this beautiful island where they can kind of cook and prep, you got this beautiful outdoor fireplace with what I'm guessing is this beautiful limestone surround. But as we start talking about scale, as we come this way, I don't know if you're picking up on the ceiling heights, but a whole nother entertainment space at this home that's outdoor, complemented by 2 more Sub-Zero beverage centers where you can put all your drinks, have all the stuff that your guests would need to enjoy a nice Southern California summer afternoon. Another smaller Galley prep. One thing to highlight in this area is the zip tap. If you're not familiar, you've got chilled and filtered water with just a touch of a button. If you want sparkling or water with gas, as they say in Europe, with a touch of a button. And if you touch it again, you can have on-demand hot water. So boiling hot water. The zip, I have one in my own kitchen. I just think it's something that every kitchen should have. And then from there, you start coming out to this remarkable, I mean, it's just radical, this pool, full infinity edge. At night, this place has got to just be banging. You've got fire pits on each side of the pool, hot tub, chairs, lawns. We can drop down to the sport court and then all going out to this lake. And as I stepped down, a little bit of history about this house the homeowner was telling me. Douglas Fairbanks, this was his ranch. He owned all this land. And he, along with an architect friend of his, after they had created this lake, started sketching out kind of the home that they would like to have up here. And apparently Douglas Fairbanks passed, but a home was built. The homeowner that we worked with on this project eventually bought it, tore the house down and built what we have here now. So not only is this house gorgeous, it's this modern masterpiece with this Mediterranean Spanish vibe, it's also got history, which adds to the story, which really, I think, to me, makes something luxurious. So we're really privileged to be able to explore this piece of history and modern art. So we're going from the backyard paradise into the ADU, guest house, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I'd like to be this client's friend, because if this is where you get to stay, sign me up. Full entertainment space for kind of your family room needs. If you get a chance, get a shot of the fireplace, the fabrication work on this stone with all the details and kind of this eroded edge. It's like a piece of art, which again, with stone, you can make a wall a piece of art, and they've done it here. Moving over, this is a great example of an ADU style kitchen. When you have a compact profile for what you're gonna do with your appliances, and you're gonna do it in a smaller space, although again, the scale in here is a little larger. They could have fit even larger appliances. But this is a great example. We have a dishwasher drawer. This happens to be from Fisher & Paykel. I'll go back to the new store that we're building right now. We have a whole ADU kitchen from Fisher & Paykel, but rather than your traditional pull down, an actual pull out drawer, saves space, a great compact platform, roll sink, Brizo faucet in the polished nickel, beautiful slabs. These are actually porcelain slabs, so super durable. And then moving here, they did Smeg, which is a manufacturer that I love. All Italian. You have the glass fronts. Again, 24-inch oven, so a more compact oven to fit into a little bit smaller kitchen space, but still super efficient. You can still fit a good-sized turkey in there, or a casserole tray. And then something to point out here, again, we have a compact refrigerator, all panel ready. But one thing that's interesting with the European companies is a lot of times the fridge goes all the way to the floor. What Smeg does, and a couple of other European companies, is they literally make this so that it fits right inside of this box. It doesn't sit on the floor, it sits on the cabinetry, so it really gives you a true built-in look. So when it's closed, you have the full panels, you have a toe kick not showing the white plastic or part of the refrigerator, it's actually part of the paneling and wood in the kitchen itself. Nice island, but a great example and use of space for an ADU guest house kitchen. Moving this way, so we have the entertainment space, we have the kitchen space. There's a bedroom, we won't get into it, but then again, scale. Everything with this house is scale. We've got 9-foot tall doors with this beautiful detail on the kind of white oak paneling on the doors, beautiful MTech hardware, and then wall mount faucets, which is just a great way, less cleanup on the counters. You don't have to work around the escutcheons and the pieces that are on the countertop, and then the matching accessories in the bath, which I'll let you get a shot of in a second. But I mean, when it comes to an ADU, they did it right. So there's so many guest bathrooms, too many to count in this home. We just wanted to touch on one of the guest baths. Coming in, just a couple little details that I thought were interesting. We talk about hardware. We sell a lot of door hardware, knobs and pulls. How do you open this pocket door? This one happens to be from MTech. Simple little touch button that allows you to have the grab pull to open and close to get into that closet space. A nice touch. And then as we move this direction, sorry, Trevor. Again, wall mount faucet, and one of the nice things, we sell a lot of lighted mirrors. This happens to be from Roburn. So you can dim it, change the color temperature on it. Beautiful knurled hardware in here. And again, mixed metals. You have kind of the antique or the traditional bronze, but then you have this kind of gunmetal, almost antique pewter finish. Beautiful tile on the wall. One other thing to touch on in here, you got a 5-foot linear channel drain. So instead of having a big drain in the middle, it kind of blends in, fades away. And I think secondarily what they did in here, I don't know if the lighting is gonna play with what you're doing, but they put the control on this side of the shower, so you don't have to reach your hand in, get sopping wet in the shower. You turn the control on here, let the water warm up before you step in. Hand shower and shower head, all controlled from one singular function. This is all from Philrich. Beautiful finish, beautiful, practical, functional way to install a bathroom. I just thought this was really, really nice. So just like the guest baths, there's multiple powder baths in this home. We're not gonna touch on every single one, but again, the 9-foot tall doors, I'm gonna guess the ceilings in here are 11, probably 12 feet tall. Huge scale, beautiful textured tile on the wall, gold mirror. What we sold them here was the Kallista faucet on the wall. Again, that seamless look with a wall mount faucet. And the sink is to die for. It's an integrated sink, one slab. I don't know what this is, Imperador Light. I'm probably wrong, so don't send me any messages on that. But a beautiful, I believe, marble, but they have an integrated ledge where you can put your soap, different things, and then this ramp sink that disappears with a concealed drain. Beautiful hardware. You have kind of the square lines intercepting the circular lines, and everything just ties in really, really well. Last little thing when you're walking out of here, all the doors with these solid core, heavy doors. If you're gonna have a 9-foot door, you can't just have a regular door hinge. You've got to have something a lot more substantial. 3 of them on each door, these big, heavy hinges that kind of articulate in and out to account for the swing. It's just the next level of quality. So something to take a look at. So as we're walking down the main hall that connects all the bedrooms and the living areas of this home, we come into this incredible laundry room. And again, it's the scale. This client has 4 children, he and his wife. And so of course, you need the dual stackable LG washers and dryers, workhorses. I want to point out the Zalige tile, very popular. It just elevates the space. Different style of hardware than what we see in the rest of the home. So just another nice touch. Under counter lighting. And as we move this direction, everything featured by Roll. We have a 36-inch fireplace Shaw's sink from England. Beautiful, large working area. And then the Armstrong and the English rose gold finish from Roll. Bridge faucet, so you have the dual handles, hot and cold, industrial. It's just beautiful. The nice thing about this faucet is it's also a pull-out faucet. A lot of times in bridge faucets, you don't have that. So it gives you the scale and the functionality of a pull-out spray, soap dispenser, really just a perfect use of space. A great elevated family laundry room. So we're in the entry of the home. I thought it'd be nice to kind of give you a little bit of the feel of how this home flows. We've been in the great room in the kitchen, which is off to my right, some of the additional space back behind. But as we head down this way, we get into the main living area of this home. Again, 12, 13-foot tall ceilings, huge scale. I can't even touch each wall, and my reach is just over 6 feet to give you a feel. To my left, we have the laundry room as kind of the first space. To my right, we have this exquisite media space, large TV, great place to relax, sit down, watch a movie with the kids. And then continuing on, more beautiful custom cabinetry, beautiful skylights, beautiful light fixtures. We have 2 of the kids' bathrooms on this side, all of which leads to the master. Huge double door entry into this magnificent space. Coming into this master bedroom, again, scale is at a premium. These beautiful beam ceilings, the natural wood that flows throughout the house. Again, this house is just being moved into by our clients, so not all the decor is in here, but I mean, look at this space, the pendant lighting, the beautiful wood tones that tie in with the cabinets everywhere, and then an incredible fireplace. Once again, similar to the ADU, the guest house that we looked at, but a different, not a white Faucets, I don't know exactly what this is, but a beautiful white stone with all this hand engraving, fireplace, entertainment, all looking out. I fail to say it's not a veranda, but the lake, the backyard views, the pool, I mean, breathtaking views. and all that leading to your private retreat. Off to my left, we have separate his and her closets. Off to my right, we have the private individual room with the toilet and some cabinetry, pantry, secondary pantry units here, and then that all kind of brings us back to this main area. We have a true his and her vanity. On her vanity, we've got the makeup area, again, with the Roburn lighted mirrors. It's just such a nice touch. Dimmers and custom lighting everywhere so that you can bring the light up and down. Similar to one of the powder baths we looked at, we've got the integrated, all molded in sinks with the integral ledge, and then the Kallista 1 Series faucet. Just this beautiful, soft brass finish with a little bit of a burnishing to it. Beautiful sconces, but the tub. So MTI, one of our favorite tub companies, true solid surface tub, solid material through and through. This is the Elise with this double slipper effect that just gives it a little bit more of a dramatic feel than a flat rim tub. Kallista tub filler behind it, and then again, these never-ending views that this house continues to provide. And then we talk about homes, a double door to a bedroom. And of course, you've seen double door entries into a home, but how often do you see a double door entry into your shower? This is just ridiculous. I mean, opulence. You could have you and 20 of your closest friends in the shower. You probably not your thing, but you could. A couple things to point out. We're big, almost fanatical at Faucets and Fixtures about wellness. We've been big on that category for many, many years, and this bathroom has it all. You have the soaking tub, which hydrotherapy is a big point when you're talking about wellness, but then also a shower experience. If you come around a little bit, Trevor, you have a his and hers valve. So you have temperature, then you have volume controls that control, for one, a head and a rain shower head. Again, that luxury experience of the cascading rain, a hand shower with a bench. If you want to sit down and relax, shave your legs, you can do that. And then you have your touch control Mr. Steam unit. So you can control your experience. They have lighting and music in here, so turn on your music, your chromotherapy lights, dual steam showers, shower heads, because the space is so substantial. To properly heat it and get the proper steam effect, you need a dual generator and dual head. But dual niches for his and hers. And then final thing that just puts this bath over the top, they integrated a sauna. And I mean, come on. For a sauna in a person's home, this is bigger than at most gyms. You could fit legitimately, I don't know, what do you think? You could probably fit 6, 7 people in here. What a space. There's nothing from a rehab and rehabilitation standpoint that you couldn't get out of this home. It's the ultimate luxury getaway. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, smash that button, hit that. I don't know anything about social media, but you know what to do. Have a great day.